Today we are reading from James, the brother of Jesus, chapter 1, verse 27. Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. This verse has a special place in my heart because years ago it moved my wife and I to adopt a little girl who is now fast becoming a young woman that is a joy and delight of my heart, and I can't imagine my life without her. But it's interesting, the verse has the word religion in it, which is a dirty word. Christians don't like the word, like in particular American Christians love to say, we're not religious, we're Christians or whatever. And millennials hate the word, like we love the idea of, quote, spiritual but not religious. But this is the one and only time that the word religion is used in the New Testament. And note, it's used in a positive sense, not a negative one. Contrary to popular opinion, religion is not a bad thing. It can be good or bad depending on what kind of religion it is. A religion, I think, is best understood as just a system of meaning by which people kind of make sense of life and have a moral compass, decide what's right, what's wrong, what leads to life, what leads to death, and then what really matters in life. By that definition, the way of Jesus is a religion, Hinduism is a religion, Islam is a religion, secularism is a religion, naturalism is a religion, self-help is a religion. You could argue that politics for a lot of people is a religion, social justice for a lot of people is a kind of religion. But to James, again, the brother of Jesus, so he knows a little something here, religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless. There's a lot of fault in religion, right? It's really easy to say, I don't like that, I critique this, I call out that. It's a lot of fault in religion, but religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is two very simple things. Number one, to care for those who are vulnerable in our city or society, with special attention to the fatherless and widows. You could argue that's just because those were the two most vulnerable groups in the social order of the first century. Or you could argue, yes, and because God, in the language of the New Testament, is a father and a husband, and his heart is just relentless in its passion and love and care for the fatherless and for the widow. And the second thing is to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. The world is a concept that a lot of millennials in my kind of world have lost sight of. The world is often what we just call culture as a whole. It is the system built into the social order of life that is in rebellion against God and his rule and his reign over the world or the kingdom of God. And it's like a pollutant. It's like in the air. It's like in the atmosphere. It's a carcinogenic that we inhale when we just go online or drive through our city or walk around campus or go to the grocery store. It's all around us, and it's hard to not let it pollute our soul and deform us away from the image of Jesus rather than form us into the image of Jesus. And religion, the kind of system of meaning, the way to be human and move through the world that to God is pure and faultless, is this beautiful kind of symbiotic relationship where we care for the vulnerable, or we often call social justice in America. You may like that language, you may not like it, but it's the basic idea. And on the flip side, you keep yourself from being polluted by the world. It's interesting how easy it is to focus on one but not the other, to focus on social justice but not on holiness, or to focus on holiness but not on social justice. To God, the religion that is pure and faultless is to hold the two in a dynamic tension in love. So this coming day, may you care for the vulnerable around you. May you just meet a practical need. Maybe there's something easy you can do today, or somebody you can care for, or some money you can give, or better yet, some time, some relationship, some love that you can give. Maybe with special attention to somebody you know who's fatherless or in need of a family, if you have one. And at the same time, look for the pollutants that are all around you. And when they come, that idea, that thought, that image, that temptation, that social norm, may God give you the grace to just say no. Just to renounce that and instead to redirect to God, the Father, which is the deep ache of our heart. Peace to all of you.